Myra's in now with sports and big news for the Victoria Grizzlies. A familiar face behind the bench.
Familiar face, changing of the guards. It feels weird writing down Bill Bestwick, Victoria Grizzlies, but sometimes a little time away, Andrew, is all one needs to realize how much they actually miss something. And Bill Bestwick's time away from the game of hockey lasted one very long season. Bill's back in the BCHL as the new head coach and general manager of the Victoria Grizzlies, and he's hoping to build the same winning culture at Bear Mountain Arena that he did with the Clippers in Nanaimo.
And I'm so excited to return to this great sport. This last winter was the worst winter of my life, and it was probably the worst winter for my wife because she saw me on Friday and Saturday nights. And so she's very excited about this opportunity for us to embrace new friends, reconnect with old friends and acquaintances, and work hard to ensure that we are all proud members of the Victoria Grizzlies as much as I am. So thank you very much. Together, we will succeed.
Well, Bill Bestwick and hockey success do go hand in hand, and no one knows the BCHL better. Bill played for the original Nanaimo Clippers hockey team and coached the club to 2 Fred Page Cups and a Doyle Cup championship in his 12 years on the bench at Frank Crane Arena. Hundreds of Bill's players have gone on to the U.S. on full-ride scholarships. Some are playing in the NHL today. His passion for the game and his players is unwavering, and Bill is committed to bringing stability and credibility to the Grizzlies organization. But he warns it's not going to happen overnight.
Reality is important. My presence and my presence alone and new ownership's presence alone isn't going to change necessarily the results on the ice immediately. But I think that we can help to improve our positioning. And, if we all care about what we do, if we all put in our best effort, if we provide the resources that's required at this level to succeed, then I think that we'll give ourselves a better chance to compete with the big dogs. There's no reason why we can't be a big dog. How soon? It remains to be seen. And we'll be judged on how well we do this year. And I look forward to being judged.
Can't wait for the schedule to be released. Bill will be spending 5 days a week in Victoria while continuing to keep his main residence in Nanaimo. He will still serve on Nanaimo City Council. His new boss is Ron Walchuk and his group of investors known as Vancouver Island Sports and Entertainment. Well, they own 56% of the team, the part that used to belong to Len Berry. The group is committed to being a strong community partner and bring their fans back to the Bear. But you won't see these majority owners in the dressing room or on the bench.
We're going to take a backseat role. Like I want this focus to be on the team and the players. It's got absolutely no focus on the ownership. We'll step in as needed, but like now that this has happened, we're going to step away, and it's all up to Bill. So he's produced a lot of championships. He's moved a lot of kids. In my opinion, the big thing is moving kids on to the next level, and he's done that. He's it's probably 400 kids he's moved on to NCAA and beyond, and so yeah, we're excited to have him.
And recruiting is late. Make no apologies for it. It is what it is. We'll just have to do the absolute best we can with the time that we have available to us. This is where patience comes in. This is where we have to be realistic, and we'll prepare our team as best we can, regardless of the time that we have to do it in. I look forward to the challenge, and if there's people that are believers or doubters, then I hope that we get the chance to change their mind in one way or another over time.
Well, while Bill Bestwick gets settled into his new office, the Nanaimo Clippers are getting used to their new surroundings. The Clippers have relocated to historic Beban House, and they're swinging open the doors this weekend for fans to check out their new digs.
Being our 40th year, there's a little history. The team was located here previously a few years ago, so we're hoping that some of those guys will come out and share some stories with us about how that was. And we have had open houses, I believe, at the arena, but this is the first time we've been able to have an open house or invite people to, and to meet our staff and meet our crew and just kind of get a feel for who we are and what we do.
Well, we haven't played a hockey game for a while, and it certainly gives us a reason to try to draw some people by just to more or less say hello and visit and mingle, catch up a little bit on what's been going on with the team, show off our new digs here a little bit, and I guess that's really the purpose of it. Hopefully the weather's nice and people can just stop by and have a nice time in the afternoon.
Well, the new office is located right next door to Frank Crane Arena, making it convenient for Coach Vandekamp and his staff on game days. Beban House was home to Tourism Nanaimo prior to the Clippers moving in this spring, and it may also be home to another resident or residents, the ones that you cannot see. Beban House has a reputation for being haunted. It's been featured on Creepy Canada, and several paranormal societies have investigated odd events that have happened there.
There's been a couple interesting ones, and oddly enough, it seems to happen when it's just the boys here, so it's quite priceless.
We have a couple of family pets that spend some time down here once in a while, so we've had some dog food around here that goes missing overnight, so we're not sure if that's some other living creature or possibly a ghost dog.
Strangely enough, in 2009, a Tourism Nanaimo employee also documented missing pet food and water from behind a locked door. If you'd like to rub elbows with the Clippers and their ghost dog, the open house runs Sunday from 1 to 3. Everyone is invited. Well, with the Olympic and Paralympic countdown clocks reading 36 and 70 days respectively, Canadian athletes are making their final push in preparation. Today, Victoria-based Olympians were treated to a jolly old send-off called Liftoff to London. Snapping a few pictures in front of the Empress Hotel. Pretty standard, but it's not often you see a bus packed with the best amateur athletes in Canada, the likes of Ryan Cochrane, Riley McCormick, Michelle Stilwell, and David Calder will see their share of London double-deckers. But it's not public transportation that's got them excited, but public support. These Olympics have seen boosts both with funding and fanfare.
Crazy to think, 4 years ago I was doing kind of the same event, and it's a good, exciting send-off, and definitely the feelings are different this time around. There's more expectations, there's more pressure, but I think I'm excited to be, a leader on this team and hopefully lead the team to, what will be one of our best Olympics.
Something like this reminds us that we are supported, not only from the people that we interact with daily in the communities, but we're supported by our municipal government, we're supported by our provincial and federal government.
Helps us remember that when we get to London, there are going to be lots of people cheering us on and backing us, no matter what the outcome is.
Well, Canada will be sending a 4-person team to London to compete in mountain biking. 2 of those athletes are from Vancouver Island. Courtney's Jeff Kabush and Victoria's Max Plaxton have been selected to represent our country by Cycling Canada. It will be Kabush's 3rd Olympic Games and the first time for Max Plaxton. Ryder Hesjedal's pink jersey from his Giro d'Italia victory raised $10,300 US on eBay. Hesjedal has said that the money will go to Canadian Athletes Now Fund, or CAN Fund, and also to his own cycling foundation. Ryder became the first Canadian ever to don that Maglia Rosa when he took the overall lead at the 7th stage. The jersey, advertised as only slightly worn, may have some champagne residue, drew 63 bids prior to close on Wednesday. Congratulations to the owner. I wonder who purchased it.
No kidding. Boy, did Ryder Hesjedal ever get a lot of people talking about cycling.
I know, and his big tour to Victoria is coming up this weekend, too, on Sunday. So
good for him. Thanks, Myra.
You're welcome.